Hey guys, MartyBoots here. Just want to make a video here on Ethereum because Ethereum is one of the main coins in the market, of course, and it's been very, very disappointing. Right, the ETF was launched, and it done nothing basically. There was buying pressure leading to the ETF launch, and then it just basically done nothing. It fizzled out. There was a buy the rumor, sell the event type of thing, and that is not good. That is. I mean, it's fairly normal, but it shows the lack of buyers even when it launched. Right, there was no continued follow through. There was the hype leading into it, like Bitcoin, but then it dropped away, and it's a sign of weakness. There's no question about that. There is a sign of weakness on Ethereum. It is slightly concerning, and I want to look into that today. Um, anyway, I hope you can hear me above the rain. There's a really heavy rain outside at the moment, so I'm glad to be inside in it and instead of being out there on it. But yeah, so Ethereum, the if I take you here, right, I want to take you here to a yearly, right? You can see that this rejected off the main resistance point. Like Ethereum's main resistance point is right there. If I can come back here, I'll just show you that on a weekly, just so you see what I'm looking at. Um, the pivots here. This is the neckline, the pivots all through there, and you can see we kind of rejected there. But on a yearly chart, this is a failure above the yearly close and the yearly open, right? So that's a very important point. A lot of people wouldn't even know to look at that. We teach people in our live trading room all about this. If you want to learn more about how to read charts properly, come on and check us out. There is a 3-day free trial. Well, actually, there's a weekly free trial now. I keep forgetting we changed that for a little period. So come on and check us out. There's a weekly free trial at the moment. We have a group of fantastic members. Um, I've been trading for 17 years, and I try and share all my knowledge with everybody in the group. We have lots of channels of fantastic education. In there, we have loads of trading courses, thousands and thousands of dollars of trading courses. We provide our own buy and sell alerts. You can ask me to make analysis for you, to make you videos. And on top of that, we have a group of great people, fantastic people in there. They've been with us now for a long time. Um, anyway, this is this is a very important point on the chart right here. This is a rejection right here. You can see last time, what happened last time, that we closed strong into that. Are we going to close strong into this at the end of the year? We're running out of time. We've only got 3 months. Like last time we closed strong in there, which allowed us to move higher and break through this resistance, right? We're not doing that here. This is not the same type of scenario. This is getting concerned for Ethereum dropping away and falling back down to this sort of level down here. It's starting to get. Let's just show where I drew that, so you can see on the weekly. Look where it is. It's getting. If you look on the yearly, it's starting to get precarious. Like it's starting to get a bit sketchy. That this might actually form this sort of pattern here that leads to a breakdown, right? And right now the move is done, right? The move, let me zoom in here. This move is mostly done in the meantime. Now, could we go a little bit lower and fake out below here? If we do, that's a buy, right? I want to say straight off the bat, that's very important actually, right? If we pierce below here, that's a buy on Ethereum for the short term. Um, Sorry guys, that's not working. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the internet cut out. Maybe the storm outside affected it. I'm not sure what's going on. If this pierces below here, guys, that is a buy. That is a buy. A pierce below here is a buy for a bounce on Ethereum. Okay, I just want to state that and I want to make it clear. The other thing is the drop looks to be mostly done, right? I think that we are in a pattern like this. Then it will dictate, are we going to be able to break out of there, or do we get that last final flush, right? And you can see here, when you got the drop, it pierced the moving averages. Is this going to pierce the moving averages? Then you get this pattern, right? It got this pattern here, and it broke up this time, right? It broke up. So we need to see where this pattern goes, and Obviously, we need to find the bottom, but there's going to be a period of chop here, in my opinion. I think there is. We can look further into that. Um, well, look here. This is a. I want to get to that as well. I don't like this, guys. I do not like this trend line. That's another thing I want to talk about in a minute. This trend line is very steep. Um, Steep trend lines often break, right? It's not this steep. If you go to smaller time frames, there was a trend line here. The trend line broke. This is definitely not as steep, but I'm getting concerned about it a little bit. Um, this is a bearish engulfing 6 month candle, right? We need to bounce pretty hard here. If we do bounce pretty hard or pretty decently, well, it will open the door for going higher. So if I go back here, right, I want to go back here because this is very important. So if if we do bounce in the next 3 months off this level into the end of the year, well, it opens the door for going higher next year, right? And that's why I'm stating that if we pierce below here, this might be the golden opportunity to buy Ethereum to in case this does actually hold, right? Um, is there a possibility the low is in right now? There is, but I think we need to wait. I think we need to. There's a reason for that. I don't really like this setup just yet. I would like this to break down lower. Uh, I suppose I'll draw out something like that. This is what I would be looking for. You know, in 17 years of charting and watching charts and watching bottoms develop, uh, I would like to see something like this, right? Something like that that pierces below this low. Will we get that? I'm not fully sure. I'm really not fully sure because this is it's trying to put on the bottom here, but it's I would like this to drop more, considering the pattern, considering the drop. Um, Also, maybe take into consideration this trend line that I wanted to talk about. I don't really like the trend line, but as you can see there, I mean, if we draw this, I'll move it away for now, but you can see that there's a trend line here. We touched it, we touched it, we touched it, and another drop down into this sort of level, especially a pierce below here, would be fantastic. It really would open the door for a fantastic buying opportunity, at least potentially, right? We need to watch it. I really, really do like the level. You never know for sure until you see the reaction on the level. Is it actually going to hold? But I just want to state that this is an extremely important point on the chart, right? So it needs to be watched very, very carefully. And that is my near term, extreme place to watch. I am concerned this entire thing is going to break down. Like, I am concerned that this may bounce here and fail, and we later come down here, right? I am getting concerned about that, especially if the stock market is going to roll over, right? So we need to see, first off, we'll see this bounce and see this reaction and see where it takes us. But if it gets weak in this pattern as it builds this structure, well, then we need to be concerned because it's coming down here. It's coming back down to 1600 or whatever. Um, but I'm not worried about that yet. I want to see this reaction. I'm going to buy this, and I want to see where that can take us. If it's strong and the reaction is great, okay, fantastic. We've nailed the lows. So that is my plan on Ethereum in the near term, right? I'm going to be watching that like a hawk, and there is two very important key things coming up in the near term, and I'll just share them with you right now. There is in 3 days' time, there is a new 9-week candle. Okay, that's very important. There's a new 9-week candle in 3 days. This is a red candle. This is also a three-tail theory. Three-tail theories are often very bearish, and they can lead to more downside. Okay, you can see we're getting some of that downside there. The next important thing that is happening is in 3 days' time, the very same day, the very same time, the very same minute, there is a new 2-week candle. Okay, so when you have the two of those combining, that is adding to the confluence of importance of an important date that will move the market. Okay, there's two very important new time frames happening. And on top of that, it's a new weekly candle as well, guys. It's a new weekly, it's a new daily as well. And no, it's not new 3 day. Yeah, okay. So they are they are going to lead to movements in the market. At this point in time, you know, I'm not a fan. I'm not the biggest fan of this structure, but I do want to see if this level holds, right? So I just advise everybody to watch for that. Can we pierce below that? If we pierce below here and come back inside the green line, you can buy Ethereum with a stop below this low. Okay, you can buy Ethereum with a stop below this low. Well, it's not financial advice. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Okay, if this level breaks conclusively, well, then you sit it out and you wait and you watch to see where the bottom will be. And I will make another video in the live trading room at that point, and I will look for the bottom of Ethereum. I mean, if you catch the bottom of Ethereum, you can do extremely well. You can take it on leverage. You can even take it on a little bit higher leverage. I mean, it doesn't. If you're catching the bottom, for example, if you had caught down here, even that one bounce there, you could make a lot of money. Because the reaction of long downtrends are often like that's a 60% bounce, 78% bounce on Ethereum. If you took that on 10x leverage, there's 700% bounce. So I'm just saying there should be pretty good opportunity here, but we need to watch it carefully. One trade like that can make your year. It can set you up for even bigger trades. In times when the alt market hasn't performed, it's nice to get some trades like that to bump up your account to potentially invest in some beat down altcoins or whatever. So, I'm giving you my level right here. Below here into this trend line is where I'm going to be watching, right in there, right in that little corner in here, and a pierce below it, in here somewhere. And why do I think it can be a big level? Because look at the length of this drop. The length of the drop is huge. So even from this first high, we can take it from the second high, but we'll take it from this high, right? Take it from there. That's a 50% drop, 47% drop in Ethereum, right? If we get a retrace in that, even a 38% retrace, back up to the net. Look at this neckline here. That's a 37 to 40% bounce on Ethereum. That could easily happen in a very short space of time if the buying pressure comes in here. Now this is for a trade. If this if the level fails, if we close out the year weak and poor, Ethereum is going lower. Ethereum is going lower, and we need to be on guard. Okay, so Ethereum. I don't know about dropping the whole way down there, but I'm just saying if this fails, there is a trade here in the short term, potentially, but later, if this fails, Ethereum is going to break down and go lower. All coins are going to get decimated. Now, we don't need to worry about that just yet. That is into the end of the year and into next year. It's into the end of the year, but maybe into next year. So we need to see how that plays out. But in the near term, there should be a trade for that bounce. Okay, so I just added a few little emojis here. Very important. That line that I just talked about there is extremely important. We want to see a pierce below that and the level hold. If we don't get a pierce below that, there may be a buy just above the level. Okay, we will be watching it very carefully in our live trading room. The link is below in the description. But if on a new quarter, if Ethereum starts to break below this green line, it is really, really bad for Ethereum. It is going to be really bad for altcoins, and altcoins will also get decimated. So this will take time to play out. I don't think this is going to crash anytime soon. I think we need a bit of patience on it. I think there will be a trade, and that's what I'm watching. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time. Sorry for the long video, 14 minutes. I will see you in the live trading room.